Hey, I'm Shelby.
And I'm Courtney.
We're exploring our past,
Looking forward to our future,
and living for the present. All while learning how to live magically. Here we are. I just thought of something when we were recording the intro.
What?
And we said, looking forward to the future. And then I was like, future who? You know, Monsters, Inc. laugh floor. It's your future right here.
I love the laugh floor.
Missed opportunity of not. How have we gone through so many episodes and I've never thought that?
I know, I haven't either.
It's your future right here.
Monsters University.
Okay. How are you?
So good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Actually, go ahead.
I just wanted to tell you something really cool. I have connected with one of our listeners. I've connected with a lot of our listeners, but I've connected with one, Kristen, on like a more personal level, and she makes soaps.
Oh, I believe she did like a lavender haze one the other day.
She did.
Yeah.
Yes, that's her. That would be her. She mailed me a box of soaps. I ordered from her, and she mailed me a box of soaps, and her soaps are like delightful, but she does all these Disney inspired scents. Like the one in my bathroom right now is Beach Club, and it's awesome. But anyway, shout out to her. Shout out to our listeners. So proud of you for crushing it in business and life.
Do you know her do you know her like shop?
It's called KE Collective, and I think it's KE.Collective Co. Maybe there's a co on the end.
Okay, we can link it in the show notes.
Yeah, I would love to link it in the show notes. It's so great stuff. So, yeah,
Well,
I don't think she's quite ready for business yet. I was like her first invoice. They're working on their website.
Well, that is amazing. Keep crushing it.
I know. So proud.
That's so exciting.
Proud listener moment.
I love that.
Yeah, that's the highlight of my week. What about you?
Highlight of my week. I feel like, is it bad that I don't? You know what? I need to give an update to the peeps of our burnout episode, which was now a few weeks ago. I think our like conversation really like kickstarted me because I feel like I've been pretty good the last week or two.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like up and at 'em. I'm going places.
I agree.
Doing things.
Yeah, and like I think it helps too that Kyle and the sports betting thing has been happening. Like, isn't that like early in the morning that you guys go? Not early, but
when we drive to Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you don't go early in the morning. We just like go out and drive over the border. It's so ridiculous. Okay, so basically sports betting is a very fascinating thing. We're not going to fully get into it because I don't really fully support gambling, but I do support making free money. But the sports betting world is very fascinating, and it's not legal in all states. However, if it is legal in your state, it is kind of beneficial because this is just like nerdy stuff that I know now about sports betting. But like, let's say in New York, they take 40% of all earnings from sports books and or gambling, and they put it back into the state, like into education. So it's like, as long as you're gambling responsibly, it can be a really beneficial thing to the states. Anywho.
Agree.
We have DraftKings here in New Hampshire, but that's the only one that you're only allowed one sports book in New Hampshire, and it's DraftKings. Massachusetts just got approved, and they have like 5 or 6 different sports books. And they were doing all of these like promotions where they were like guaranteeing free money. So if you bet, so one of the ones was like, you bet $50 on the Bruins to make a shot, which is literally just like shooting the puck to the net. It doesn't even have to like be a goal, just make a shot. So it's a guaranteed thing that's going to happen. They pay you $50.
Oh.
It's just like, it's their promotion to try to get you on the app.
I see. So it's like a freebie.
It's a freebie. They call like no-brainer bets.
Got it.
So we were
that's
like,
really cool.
Yeah, we were like driving over the border to like put in these bets to different sports books and or DraftKings. And I think I've made like $300.
Hey, that's awesome.
So like what am I going to spend my $300 on?
Yeah, what are you going to spend your $300 on?
Well, I was going to buy a new rug for the living room because I'm in this like
Okay.
space of like wanting to redecorate. So like that seemed useful.
Okay.
Also, maybe I should like save my money because I still haven't bought flights down for April and those flights are so expensive. So I like don't even,
Yeah.
I need more than $300. So
Yeah, they are pricey.
I've
Like,
never seen it this high.
yeah, I don't know what's happening. It must be our spring break here or something.
Well, I think it's also like Massachusetts spring break is the week that week, like for like high school, elementary school grade kids.
Yeah.
It's the week before, and then New Hampshire is the week after. I don't know. It's
So
like, but even at these prices, like families aren't going to be traveling down to Orlando because it's impossible. It's like $800 one
yeah.
way. I'm like, I can't justify that.
Are you kidding?
No, that's why I haven't booked them yet.
Oh my gosh.
The crappy airline, no offense to people who do fly this, Frontier,
Oof.
$450 one way each. And that doesn't even include your seat or like a carry-on or
On Frontier, $450 one way is nuts.
per person. And then you still have to pay for your seat, your carry-on, all
Right,
that stuff.
right.
So like at that point, you might as well just book the $800 JetBlue one.
Right.
But also not because like
Right. Right. Who has $800?
it's
Jeez.
crazy. So
Oh my gosh. Well, wait, I want to go back real quick because you mentioned rugs.
yeah.
Where do you stand on ruggables?
Okay. I have mixed feelings on ruggables.
Okay. Do you own any?
Yes.
Okay.
So I have one that's in my office because it was like Mickey, or yeah, it's Minnie and it's like rose gold. It's really, really pretty.
Cool.
So I was actually just looking at ruggables the other day. The ones I have though are like their normal ones that they originally came out with. And they're not like I like a rug where you like put your foot on it, it just feels good, you know? Like
Yeah.
it's kind of squishy, like maybe you want to lay on it. A
See,
ruggable,
those make me want to barf. So, difference in opinion.
you want just like then maybe you would like a ruggable.
Yeah.
They're just like not like fluffy or anything like that. But it's hard to vacuum them. And I don't know if it's just my vacuum, but my vacuum like sucks it up.
Oh, because it's like so thin.
Yeah, so you're like supposed to just wash it, but like obviously I don't want to wash it I want to vacuum it. So that makes it hard. I do love, and also so ruggable is it's two pieces. It's the ruggable, like the design, and then it also has a mat underneath it.
Right. And the mat holds it in place.
I've had two ruggables and two like big sized ruggables, and both times the mat is smaller than the ruggable by like a good 6 inches.
So you can see it.
So you can like
Not see it, but like there's like a lump.
there's a lump and it like picks up and you can trip over it. So that part I've never understood.
And you bought it as a set. It's not like you bought the wrong size.
No, I bought it as a set.
Oh.
And
Very interesting.
yes. But I will say I have a ruggable as my like kitchen mat ruggable, like underneath my sink, below my sink. That one I love because I find that one always gets messy the easiest.
Yeah.
So that one I love because I can just like take it and like throw it in the wash and it like looks good. Except for there is a spot on it that like has a stain that will not come out. But
Well,
that one I feel like is a good spot to like have a ruggable.
yeah.
But now
like
I was looking because I have my $300 to buy a rug, and they have a new like plush version rug. Not plush, but like a premium ruggable.
more of what you're looking for.
But also I don't know because I can't like physically touch them. Therefore, it's like a big investment to like maybe not like it.
I guarantee that they're not that fluffy because the point of them is to throw them in the washer, right?
Yeah.
So it probably isn't very like if that's what you like is like a plush, like
I don't want like
Sherpa
plush, but I don't want Sherpa, and I don't want like a long-haired rug because that like my cat's fur live in that.
Yeah, gross.
I just want like something that more feels like a rug.
Okay.
I
accept you.
can't explain what the ruggable feels like, but it's like a soft canvas.
Okay.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Okay.
And like, I get it. I'm into that. I think that's what my rugs are like now. I don't own ruggables, but I own like,
I guess your rugs are like woven.
Yeah. But they're thin. They're very thin. Like, I can throw all of them in the washer.
True.
So.
You're right.
I don't know.
All right.
Maybe that's just my vibe. So you're not going to get a ruggable for your living room is the moral of the story.
I don't.
With your $300.
I don't know. I haven't fully decided yet. But part of me is questioning it because, like, our rug is, like, half also under our couch. And for me to then wash it would be a whole hassle to, like, it's our sectional. Like, you have to, like, move. I would, like, need Kyle to, like, lift this, me take it'd be, like, a whole ordeal to, like, actually wash the rug.
Yeah.
And if the new premium version can't be vacuumed like my current version, then that would be an actual bigger pain in my butt because
Agreed.
I need to vacuum. I have cats.
Yeah, I have like a equivalent of 10 cats with fur, so I get it.
Yeah. Anywho.
Okay. Good talk.
That was way off track.
I know. It's all right.
I love it. Okay. Today, we thought we're going to dig a little deeper into Disneyland.
Dig a little deeper.
Good one. That's just how... I got the words wrong.
I think it's you find out what you need.
You find out what you need. You're going to dig a little deeper. Okay. We're going to discuss... Oh my God, wait. Hold up. Wait a minute. Review of the week.
Review of the week. Let's do one.
We've been slacking on these, but please leave your reviews. We appreciate you.
Yes.
This review comes from... her name must be Kate because it's K8 Yarm. Love that.
Maybe it's Katie. Katie Yarm.
Oh, Katie Yarm.
Maybe. Okay. I don't know. It's just a guess.
It's one of them. Title, Perfect Mix. I love this pod. It feels like a true combo between friends catching up. Proof with the rug combo that we just had for 10 minutes.
Right.
I find myself responding while I'm listening. LOL. It's the perfect mix of life and Disney. It's perfect for my drive to work. Well, thanks, Katie. Kate, whoever you are.
Katie Yarm.
Katie Yarm. We hope
you have sweet. We love driving to work with you.
Yeah, we hope you have a great day at work.
We do.
And if you have a response for Ruggable, please let us know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hit us up.
Now let's get into this. So, which was now almost 2 months ago, which is crazy. You went to Disneyland, and then I went to Disneyland. You stayed off property.
Yes.
And I stayed on. So let's dig a little deeper into on versus off.
Okay, I love it.
Okay. Now, we have already talked on the pod multiple times that we believe at Disney World, you should stay on property. That it can be beneficial, although things have changed a little bit, but we usually stay on property at Disney World.
I totally believe in staying on property at Disney World, and like everything you're saying, I back up 100%. But I have learned since our episode where we discussed it, I got a lot of really good tips in my DMs about like the Flamingo Crossing area.
Yeah.
And we stayed at Downtown Disney that one time. Disney Springs the one time. And had a great, like it was great location wise.
Yeah, any Disney Springs hotel is like wonderful.
I wouldn't have done it without a car.
That's the thing. If you're going to stay at a Disney Springs hotel, you need a car.
But we should do like a recap on a Disney World on versus off. But for this one, we're strictly Disneyland.
Yes. But I was just saying that usually when we go to Disney World, we are definitely pro stay on property.
Yes.
But at Disney World, you have so many options to stay on property. You have a value resort, a moderate resort, a deluxe resort, there's so many resorts. At Disneyland, there are 3 resorts. There's the Disneyland Hotel, Grand Californian, and Paradise. Is it Paradise? What is it called?
Pixar? I didn't know there was a third one.
There is a third one. Wow. Well,
it's Paradise Pier, because Paradise Pier is the place
but
out
it's
there.
called like Paradise something, and I believe that is their cheapest resort, and it's a little bit further off property. Okay. You stayed off property.
Right.
Where did you stay? Do you want to disclose?
Yeah, we stayed at the Wyndham Anaheim. I did a lot of Googling and asking of people before we went, and it just seemed like, well, number one, I'm like really big on clean hotel rooms. I know that sounds like standard, but also just like I need a white linen. I don't know why. I just like need it to be white. So I had seen in pictures on Instagram of other people who had stayed there, and it looked like clean and nice, and it looked pretty close to Disneyland itself. So, and I know the brand Wyndham is like a nice brand, so we just went with it, and it seemed to be, it was actually more affordable than an Airbnb. So,
well, okay, so let's just get into the cost comparison here.
Yeah, everybody's gonna die. I mean, we both died.
I died.
Yeah.
Died. Okay. Do you have it in front of you, or you want me to?
No, I have it.
Okay.
So mine, I stayed for 2 nights, and it was $388. So it was $194 a night, and that included my all the charges that went through. Like, I think there was a resort fee, there were taxes.
Did that include parking?
Yeah, it included parking. Yeah, all of that. So it was, I mean, it wasn't cheap. It was $194 a night, but I don't know. It was very affordable. To me, it was well worth.
Well, $194 is basically the price of like a value resort nowadays at Disney World.
Right. And I would say it definitely was nicer than like an all-star.
Okay. So it'd probably be like a moderate Disney World hotel.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, like a moderate, except their on-site dining was closed. So there wasn't like an on-site restaurant, but literally out the door was like a Walgreens, 10 restaurants, whatever you wanted.
Right.
So it was fine.
Okay, so we stayed at the Grand Californian. This was like a splurge. It was our honeymoon. So I, to be honest, didn't even look at other hotels. I was like, it's our honeymoon. We're staying on Disney property. And I wanted to stay at the Grand Californian.
Once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yeah. But now looking back, I wish I maybe explored other options, because us going over this, I like nearly passed away.
Yeah.
We did 3 nights for $2,769.
Ooh. Whew. So how much is that a night?
$923.
Oof.
What the heck?
That is painful.
That's disgusting. That was for a standard room. We did have a downtown Disney view, but like that should have been club level, for crying out loud.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is. I mean, I knew there was a reason we didn't stay on property, and we even have friends with like cast discounts. So I remember like looking into it, but it was, I don't know why Disneyland is, I mean, I do know why, but Disneyland is so expensive.
But I don't know. That's absurd.
Yeah.
So, okay, so some, I guess, like perks to staying on property is you can get into the parks early, but it's a half hour early.
Oh.
That's it. And in our like situation, I never found that it was like, oh my gosh, we need to get into the park early to like rope drop this particular ride. Yeah, because we like splurged on Genie Plus, which we were able to ride any and all rides without needing to like rope drop. So that wasn't really like a I'm not going to like get up early on vacation to go rope drop when I don't need to.
Especially for a half hour.
For a half hour.
I remember them used to be like 2 hours.
Then maybe
right?
like, right. That's how like Disney World now has like, if you stay at like a deluxe, you get like extra magic hours. Like, I don't think they call those extra magic hours anymore, but you get extra hours. Like it's like 2 hours or something like that at the end of the night at like Magic Kingdom and or Epcot, like a couple of days a week.
That to me is a perk.
That is a perk to me too. I agree. And then
okay, so
while yours was like a walk, we could literally walk from our hotel and go right into Disney California Adventure, which was very, very cool. But like all hotels around Disneyland are walking distance.
For us, that's a big shock because Disney World, you can't walk. I mean, a couple hotels you can walk to a couple of parks, but like.
But it's even a long walk.
It's a long walk, and there's definitely no. Well, I guess like the boardwalk area, you can walk to 2 parks. So like, but that's the max, and that's quite a walk.
Yeah, like.
So you're saying you literally like stumbled out of bed, got into an elevator, and like we're at the turnstile.
Yeah, like you go downstairs and like one of the doorways goes right out into security into Disney's California Adventure, and it takes you out right next to Soarin'.
Oh, cool.
So like that part was like really cool, but at the same time, like it's not Disney World where you need a train, boat, car, bus to get you from here, there, everywhere. Like even, I mean, still you did what you wrote, like it was approximately a 14-minute walk from your hotel to the gate.
And
I don't know.
It was 14-minute walk from my hotel to the gate, and it was like easy. I Googled before this pod how long it was, and it said 14 minutes. I don't even think it was 14 minutes. I think it was 14 minutes to the literal gate.
Yeah.
Like less than that until we touched property.
Right.
So
like I don't think a $700 price difference is worth that.
I don't either, but I could see like if I had kids or if I was going to be doing a lot of midday napping or whatever, that there would be some kind of benefit to, I mean, I couldn't justify the price tag myself. I guess,
but
I could see the convenience of that, of literally like rolling your stroller, into the room. For the same reason I'd want to stay like on the monorail.
For sure. But this is where I'm like the difference. When you're at Walt Disney World, like, yes, that monorail loop is like so convenient if you're staying on one of those and then you're trying to go to Magic Kingdom all the time, right? It's so convenient. But the difference is that if you're not on the monorail loop, you could be like, let's say you're at an all-star resort, you have to take a bus or an Uber or something. And that is super inconvenient, especially if you had kids, to get to, and then especially Magic Kingdom, right? Then you have to go to the TTC, you have to take the monorail or a boat. Like, you have to take all these things to get into Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
You can stay at the Grand Californian, walk to the park, or you can stay at the Wyndham, walk to the park. It's just a little bit of a longer walk. You're still not having to like take apart your stroller and do this and do that, like.
Right. And you don't have to park. Like, there are so many resorts at Disneyland near Disneyland that are near enough that you can walk.
Yeah.
Like, literally there are
so many.
Maybe 50. Yeah. And so you don't even have to drive. You can walk from all of them. And like, it's a safe area. It's very like modern, cute stuff. I didn't feel unsafe at all. It wasn't like, I don't know. It was fine. Everything was great.
Exactly.
We loved it.
I just can't even get over this cost comparison. And I
can't either.
I can't believe I didn't even check. Yeah. I guess I was just so in the mindset of like, oh, it's our honeymoon, we're like splurging, and it's like the only time. Yeah, this is now guaranteed the only time we will ever have stayed at Grand California. That's crazy.
I wonder if you had done it on points, if it still would have been so expensive, like if you had rented points from somebody.
That would be interesting, but also like I know that you kind of looked into using points at Disneyland, and correct me if I'm wrong, but they're like, it's really hard to, like, unless you do it at what, like the exact 2-year mark, it's really hard to find a room.
Yeah, it was impossible for us to find a room.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
And I will say, like,
that would have been my preference because we have points.
Yeah.
To actually, like, use my points on a vacation instead of just using them next door.
Of course.
But, yeah.
And I will say, so, like, the Grand California was, like, a beautiful hotel, don't get me wrong. But
Was it?
Yeah. But the room itself was just very basic. It wasn't, like, extraordinary. Like a $923 a night hotel at Walt Disney World, you're getting one of, like, the new renovated ones with, like, TVs in the mirrors. Like, you know, that wasn't this. It was just very basic. And I also, like, our room was, this just, like, happened to be, like, where we ended up. Like, you'd have to go up the elevator and, like, walk, like, basically around most of the building to get to our room. So it was like,
oh,
sure, we can walk out to the park, but we probably still had a 14-minute walk to get, like, around to where our room was. Yeah. So,
wow.
Yeah, that's that. Craziness.
Well, we've learned. And, well, did you get, how about, were there any ticket perks? Like, did you get cheaper tickets because you stayed on property?
I don't think so. There was just, like, general tickets, like, in our package.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, if there was a discount, it sure wasn't to make up the difference here.
I don't know if a travel agent, like, you used a travel agent, right?
I did.
I don't know if a travel agent would book a trip. Maybe they would. I don't know. A trip for somebody who, like, just wanted tickets and then wanted to do their hotel as a non-Disney hotel like we did.
Yeah, I don't know how that works over at Disneyland. Because I've got to imagine that most people are staying off property.
Yeah, I would imagine too.
I mean, it's going to be, probably don't have enough time here right now, but I would love to see the price of, because I know, like, the Paradise one that I was trying to remember the name of, that one is a lower valued hotel.
Right. The Grand California is called, like, the nicest one.
It is the nicest one. It's Disney's Paradise Pier.
Okay.
And I would say it's almost, it kind of gives, like, a value resort look, maybe, perhaps, but I don't believe it's a value resort price.
Okay, that feels right. And it's, like, in Anaheim, I believe. I think it's not.
I believe it's still walking distance.
Well, I believe, yeah, of course it's walking distance, but it's not front door access.
No, it is not. You have to walk across the street, because I do remember seeing it. No, this is a standard room is $466 a night.
Oh my gosh.
Premium view, $565.
Oh, well, see, and that's another thing I'd like to touch on is, like, you had a view of downtown Disney, right? Which is cool. We could literally see the whole, it was actually really cool, the whole backside of Cars Land.
See, I would rather have seen that.
And then we saw the Guardians of the Galaxy Tower of Terror situation.
I would have loved to have seen that.
Yeah, it just was, like, cool, and it felt very Hollywood because the back of it looks like a set.
Yeah, very cool.
So,
I will add, last time I went to Disneyland, I went with Ashton and then a group of our friends, and we all split Airbnb. Mm-hmm. This, like, massive house, and it had, like, so many bedrooms, and each room was themed, like, a different Disney theme. It was very, very cool. And I know that they have, I believe, like, a lot of those around that area. So if you're going with, like, a family, I definitely think I would look into that, because I think that would be, like, cost effective. And it wasn't walking distance. We did have to Uber, but really, really cheap Ubers. Uber. Am I saying that right? Uber. But when I just said it,
my mom
it was
calls them Uber. But.
So I definitely think I would look into that if you are planning a Disneyland trip.
Agree. Like, look for a house if you have that many people going. Yeah. But for two people, especially, I would say if you can get a Wyndham for under $200 a night, including everything, like, and we booked it. To be fair, I believe we booked it through my husband's work, so I think we got, like, a little discount through, like, a discount program or something.
But still,
and everybody has access to some kind of discount. Go on Hotels Tonight. Go on Kayak. Go on
I think
They're
the
everywhere.
moral of this is like, don't feel like you need to stay on Disney property if you're going to Disneyland, and like be
Yeah.
open to checking out all of the good neighbor hotels, because there are tons of them there, tons of them, and majority are walking distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agree.
Don't be me.
Learn from Shelby's mistakes.
Unless it's your like honeymoon, then I suppose splurge. But also like not really, because I bet there's like a really nice hotel, like
Right.
half the price, that probably had like better amenities than what we even had. So
Yeah.
we did have
so
like
expensive.
Chip and Dale on our wall,
That's cool.
I guess. Yeah, he wasn't
What
like
do you mean, yeah?
he wasn't like hand painted though. It was wallpaper.
Yeah.
For
Right.
$923, like somebody should have been like painting that on our wall.
Like live. You wanted like a live muralist in your room doing
Yeah.
a demonstration.
Seriously though.
That is hilarious.
Anyways, I would love to hear everybody else's take on that though. If you've stayed,
I would too.
if you saw some big difference that we are missing, please share.
Yeah. Let us know. Slide into our DMs. I want to know.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Anything else on Disneyland?
No, I think it was short and sweet.
Short and sweet, to the point. Stay off property. That's
right.
your takeaway here.
That's our takeaway.
Alrighty, we'll see you next week.
Bye, Shell.
Bye.